In the wake of RaRa's performance and her raging disappointment, our party was left solemn and subdued. Their melancholy mood was not allowed to linger, however, as an enormous air elemental emerged from the harbor and rained destruction and chaos down on the Tempest Fair attendees. Though 3 mages fell victim to its swirling, electrified limbs, our heroes overcame the beast after a short battle. Lingering traces of foul red magic led Kayth to a pylon near the docks and a ship on the water. Certain that these were linked to the appearance of the elemental, our heroes investigated and found on the pylon a runic symbol. From the side of the ship, Kayth and Moss retrieved a chunk of stylite, a crystal mined in ashen that serves as a form of energy due to its ability in storing magical energy. Inside the crystal, the same runic symbol was present, but a large crack had rendered the entire piece inert. A quick chat with a city guard and a mage that had been helping with the festival set our heroes on the path to track down Alondra Galeweaver, a mage whose research into the storage and overuse of magical energy had been defunded. Before following up on their lead, our heroes returned to the Sailor's Rest, amid throngs of celebratory festival goers. They shared a meal and watched the fireworks through the window of Moss and RaRa's room. Though they'd been victorious, our heroes were still wound tightly. Kayth was on edge. Moss fell into a dark, swirling nightmare full of anger. And only the influence of alcohol allowed RaRa a fitful night's sleep. With day 2 of the Tempest Fair dawning, what will our heroes face today? What will they be able to track down? Will they be able to track down the suspicious mage? Will the festival carry on without further interruptions? Will our heroes be called once more to protect the city of Tapas? Let's find out tonight on Coralthea, Waking Fates.
Through the storm and through the night, we'll carve our path, we'll claim our rights. With hearts of fire and minds so clear, we'll chase our dreams, our time is here.
Last we left off, the 4 of you had you had woken up and began to, well, you went downstairs and you began to discuss your contract that you wanted to give the city, with your new name and what your demands were. But during your deliberation of such things, you began to hear outside the roaring anticipation of the next Sailor's Challenge. The boat race was about to begin in about an hour, as you all left the Sailor's Rest and watched as droves of people, headed towards the harbor to witness the next challenge. That is where we'll begin tonight's session of Coralthea. Yes, Joey?
I was just going to say we had that discussion in our room and then we had left.
Sorry. I couldn't remember if it was downstairs or if you had done it
upstairs.
Yeah,
Kayth brought breakfast up to our room.
See, I remembered the breakfast and I was like, they had to go downstairs for that. Forgot you ordered
that would
it
make
upstairs.
sense. RaRa is slumming it. Don't forget that.
Yes, RaRa is slumming it. If you guys
trying not to be noticed. I'm curious, did Moss wear the remnants of her nice clothes, or did she go back to her normal clothes for today?
I think that she probably went back to her normal clothes for today, so she can try and wash / repair / do something about her festival clothes.
Yes, because they got a little ruined.
Very.
Very little.
Very
Uh,
ruined.
Fizzi would be wearing his naval outfit from when he was
Oh
conquering.
shit!
Damn, big
his
switch up.
marine dress.
Yeah, so it's like the like well, in our world it's like the white sort of suit with the pins and such and the gold. But for RaRa, it's essentially the same outfit, but instead of it being completely white, it's a probably a, what's the word? Like a coral reef green. I think that's what it is. Reef green, I think is what it is.
Coral
Yeah, not exactly, but yeah, you know. But you still have like, you know, your like the gold shoulder links and like the medals. Jesus, man,
Yes.
pins and things. And you probably have the hats are still the same too. So
Yep.
got that hat on.
You know, Fizzi actually cleaned up a little bit.
Oh, do you have do you still have your goggles like underneath the hat or?
Around his neck.
Oh,
Around my neck.
sure, doable. You know, cause I gotta have some fizzy flair, you know. And I guess I should ask now, since you guys are headed out, what are you all bringing with you as you head out of the Sailor's Rest?
Slumming
regular
outfit is in the art chat, by the way, if people are interested.
My glaive.
Okay, bringing your glaive. Okay, and you're
My
dressed in
red
your
panda
normal
wolf.
clothes. That will always come with you. It's Sable, unless you specifically say to take it back.
Red
'cause he
panda
follows you.
I got my
And
new
that's
clothes
it.
on and my armor on, and then my bow and my arrow.
You have your
I'm-
new fancy clothes and your armor over top of that on.
My leather armor, yeah,
Under.
under. If
Okay,
it can be wearing under, yeah.
think so. I'd have to look into it.
Just
And then you're
leather.
bringing your bow and arrow.
Of course, always.
Okay. And then Fizzy, what are you bringing?
OB is carrying pretty much all of my stuff.
Classic.
So like
Oh.
he's gonna have my little buddy. He's gonna have my armor. He is gonna have and my I'm bringing with me my toolkit.
Okay.
Like on my person.
How is Obi carrying this stuff? No, come on.
You don't want to just give him a backpack?
I mean, I do have a backpack. I could just throw it all on there and throw it on Obi.
That might be a better option.
He holds it with one of his hands, like
just
with
tie-
the strap
tie
on
it.
his.
Tie it around his belt, so it's like a
You're
belt
gonna have to make Obi a Gara gourd that holds all your stuff.
Okay.
RaRa's bringing her money, and that's it.
And slum clothes.
Yeah,
Right.
her slumming it clothes.
Yeah, slumming it clothes. Which are
RaRa's slumming it clothes, by the way, are like it's like a 6 GP outfit. So
Yeah, if you guys look in the
like a
art
cat cashmere sweater.
the art chat will show you. It looks like you're going to yoga class. You look like you're going downtown.
So I have a question. Do you
Yes.
have slits in your clothes for your wings?
No, once you
Like-
wear something that goes over, she tucks the wings into it, so she can't fly with it on.
So you have to get naked to fly?
Exactly, yeah.
Or the
Take the
wings
shirt off.
pierce through the
It's
clothes.
like the werewolf meme?
Well, no, her wings are like attached at the hand up the arm, so they go in the sleeve. So I
Yeah.
guess you could roll them all the way up.
No, because they would still have
It
to
would still, yeah,
attach.
because where it attaches at the back would still.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still on your right. So it's shoulder pad to wrist.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how it tucks in.
I
yeah.
hope you're wearing pasties.
Why
Guess
not?
we'll find out.
mean,
Oh. So anyway, now we have established what you guys are wearing.
that's
and-
important.
And it is, and that's I know. You guys are headed back out into the city, and you had seen droves of people heading towards the harbor. You know that it's an hour until the next Sailor's Challenge, which is the boat race. What are you guys doing as you leave the Sailor's Rest?
Trying not to be noticed.
I'm gonna take my mace and my light crossbow from Obi, and just kind of put them in my belt.
Okay.
The giant wrench.
Yes. I got you.
Oh, what is our next step to try to find this mage? If once we officially take the job. Because I thought we should talk to people and see who was maybe close or worked close with her guild.
That's a good idea.
Are you
Maybe
guys
talk to
still-
some shopkeep, see if they remember them.
Are you guys still trying to win the Sailors Challenge?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You look
Did any?
different today. Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's different from your usual outfits.
Why?
Trying to, be comfy.
That makes perfect sense. Well, I think that we focus on the Sailor's Challenge for now, and then we'll focus on the mage. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think we should ask around as well.
So.
Hunter, were you doing music? I don't know. Maybe I.
It's
Remember,
there.
you need to turn your volume up. Remember, because the in person we had to turn yours all the way to 0. I knew
So
we
have
knew he'd
to-
forget.
We have to assume that we thwarted whatever plan this person had yesterday.
Have to assume that?
I mean, we did. They wanted
Yeah.
the elemental to take out the whole.
I find it strange that the fair is still happening. I don't know that we're
Well,
completely out of danger.
a lot of money went into the fair. A lot of commerce happens because of the fair. They can't, even though this town is pretty big, I assume this is a pretty good for the, I don't know, the town as a whole that this happens.
Do you think they'll try again?
They might.
They will. I think they will. Absolutely.
That would be pretty brazen for them to attack the fair twice in 2 days.
Am I sorry, DM, out of character. Last session, it's been a while, and was that a dream that we had, or was that just a out of different perspective where she was like, "I'm gonna kill you," or "I'm gonna I hate them." After we
that
killed the
exact same
elemental, after we killed the elemental last night when we slept, who had that dream? I can't remember.
You all had a dream except for
Right.
RaRa, who blacked out.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't remember correctly.
But what was it? Either 2 of you had a good dream and 1 of you had a bad dream.
Who
Or-
had the
yes,
the one?
Moss
that-
had Moss had the bad dream, and Kayth and Fizzi had the good dream.
That's right.
Well, good dream. Do you remember what the dream was?
Nar.
If I do I get inspiration?
Oh, I don't know. Let's hear it.
It's set in an office. There's a desk. It zooms back a bit and you see hands. There's a piece of paper with something written on it. It's taken and crumpled and tossed to the side. You see the same runic symbol carved into the desk as you hear someone muttering, "They'll pay. They'll pay.
Look at his notes. They're
No
so
way.
good.
They wish they hadn't." And you hear hands slam on the desk. Steps walking away. Something opening. Walking away. And something closing.
Go, David!
Nice
Woo!
job, David.
Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, take an inspiration. That was quote for quote unquote the entire
Yeah.
thing. There was no, if we go back and watch it, that was the exact everything.
That was like It was either May or Carla. It's like, wow, it's like somebody should be taking notes.
I take notes.
That was great. Great job.
I just go back and watch previous session over and over again until it burns into my brain.
So,
May, what about your dream? Do you remember yours?
It was nothing.
Mm.
It was red.
Mm. Okay. Go ahead.
so now that I remember correctly, back in character.
Stupid. Okay.
So, did everybody get a good sleep last night?
Aye.
Because I don't know about you, but I had a dream.
Kayth in these dreams. You always have dreams. Nobody ever.
You had a dream.
Didn't you tell us that elves don't dream when they trance?
That's why I, keep bringing them up when I have them.
It sounds
So
like you
it's kind of
dream when
more-
you trance.
More recently,
What was your dream, Kayth?
I
Tell
say the
us-
same thing.
tell us to us. Do
I mean, me too. I had the same dream last night.
Wow, you guys have dreams together.
But I mean,
I think it's
has
because
to
you were
be-
sharing a room.
No,
Yeah, I
it-
bet that is
we
it.
weren't sharing a room last
We
night.
don't
Doesn't-
share a dream.
We don't.
It has
Does
to
that mean we're not best friends?
Hello.
Maybe it's because Case and Elf.
I'm.
Well,
I
for
walk
the
away.
big ears.
I walk away. I was just like fucking. Fuck.
Like,
Kayth, are you gonna tell us about your dream? And
No.
What?
No, it
Okay.
doesn't matter. Clearly, not
you know, I
nothing
did
matters.
have a weird
Not
one
connected.
a while ago. There
Oh,
was there was like a red glow and swirling, and there was like loud winds.
And the pylon. I remember.
He gets so angry all the time.
I didn't have any of those dreams.
Moss, you had the first one with me.
I had one of those dreams too.
I
Yeah.
took notes.
The feminine figure by the pylon, Cave, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I'm
Excuse
just
me.
walking towards the sailing challenge.
Fizzi, are you ready to drive the boat?
Oh yeah.
Good. Hey, I
Are we
bet you
sure
do a really good job.
Well, thank you, RaRa.
it's just one person on a boat?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of when we get to the area, try to look for an area to set up where I am seen by less eyes, overseeing the Sailor's Challenge.
Sure. Let's talk about your guys' walk up to the harbor. So, you guys are going to notice that there has been a bit of an increase in patrols. So there are more guards out now, and they are keeping a watchful eye. You will also notice as you guys make your way to the harbor that there are multiple people who definitely recognize you guys and will, in whispered tones, say, "Oh my gosh, look, it's them. Are you sure it's them?" And some people who just blatantly, "Thank you!" And, "Hey, it's them. It's those guys." So you are definitely noticed as you are walking towards the harbor. And it's going to be quite difficult. It's going to be quite difficult to get somewhere without being noticed. So if you are deliberately trying to not be noticed, then I would need stealth checks at disadvantage.
With my cloak up, separated from these heathens, I'll do
You
it.
all are very noticeable.
I'm not noticeable. I would never be noticeable in my life.
Oh no. So a 15 for Kayth. Is anyone else trying to go unnoticed?
Nope.
Okay.
These dice are fucking taking forever.
Did you
Oh.
turn your particle acceleration
I
on?
did.
Wow. Disadvantage.
My slumming it clothes are working.
So even with disadvantage, The two of you are able to find areas in which people will lose you in the crowd and find yourselves hidden, or at least unnoticed. Doing so, however, will make it so that you have to get away from Moss and Fizzi because they're not trying to go unseen.
Is it possible to look for an area? I'm looking for an area to overlook sort of the Sailor's Rest. I'm looking for like a sniper's perch. Is there any areas like
A rooftop?
I'm looking for like a rooftop or a few different areas that I would think would be good areas, and I want to check out those areas to see if there's evil doers, evil women.
Very well.
I mean, yes,
Evil
you
women.
can
Evil
certainly,
women is crazy.
you can certainly find a rooftop to go to. It would not be that difficult. So you do that.
I'm gonna try to do that.
And RaRa, are you?
Don't forget that acrobatics check.
It would be an
Athletics
athletics.
check.
Athletics.
Horizontal. I'm just like flipping from roof to roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
you got to get up to the roof.
well, I didn't ask you for an athletics because I said you'd be able to just do it. So, anyway, RaRa, you are trying to stay unnoticed, and in order to do so, you would need to be away from Moss and Fizzi. Is that still something you want to do? Joey's gone.
He's never truly gone. His headset's on.
He can hear us. He just can't.
Yeah, I'm
talk.
off to the side. I'll just sort of slip over towards some stalls like I'm shopping. But not really.
Okay.
I don't want them to think that I'm trying to avoid them to not be seen, but...
Sure. All right, but you guys are approaching the harbor, where you will see that on. So you guys will look at the. You'll come up to the harbor and you'll notice that people are sort of gathering near the edge of the dock, and there are people who have like carts they're sitting on. Everyone is here and getting ready to watch. As you guys look out onto the water, you will notice that. So on the deep sort of U-shaped area. So if we look at the map here. Like here and here, there is, so this side has lined up 8 different boats, 8 little single-person rowboats, and then on this side is 8 sort of configured little slots that the boats have to make it to in order to finish. And you'll see that there are some competitors, you might call them, currently waiting and sort of stretching and all kinds of stuff over on the other end. You'll also notice that the Sailors Challenge announcer is down there. Do you guys remember who that is?
It's the big woman.
That is...
Hang
sure.
on, I'll Yep, that's her.
That is
I
her.
was getting there.
Captain...
but-
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Captain Zephyr. Alright. So, but yeah, you guys will notice that. So, Moss and Fizzi, Kayth has just disappeared. RaRa is sort of staying out of the crowd and sticking near stalls and such. But the two of you have made it to the harbor. What are you doing?
Well?
You. Did you want to sign up too, boss, or?
No, I don't think that we both can go, but I'll check in with you. I really
Sure.
like boats.
Yeah. Come on.
How long
Well,
have you
we're-
sailed?
Whoa. Honestly, the better part of 90 years.
90 years?
Yeah. Started young when I
Sailing?
was 5.
What was the longest time you were out there?
Oh, wow. Probably for one of my missions with the Navy. I was gone a good year and a half.
Just on the sea?
Just on the sea.
Whoa. Did anything bad happen out there?
Thankfully, no. Just, the occasional pirates trying to get us.
Whoa.
But it was about then as we started getting attacked more and more. So that's when I decided to develop the cannon.
Yeah.
What's that?
Someone giving a friend job in the background.
That's stupid.
Sloppy toppy.
All right. Well, then Moss will sort of find her a spot within the crowd. Then
Up front.
to
As
watch.
as close as I can be, yeah.
Yeah, sure. There's even sort of like, so there's people who are set up, and then there's an area that's clear as a walkway, but you see kids who are near the starting line, who look like when it starts they're gonna run alongside the
That's
boats.
what I was gonna do.
So
I'm
you
doing
can,
that.
yeah, you can join them if you'd like.
Yeah.
So you go over there and you start. There's just like a bunch of kids that are like, "Oh, hey, are you gonna run with the boats?"
Yeah. My
Oh.
friend is driving one of them.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So which one?
That guy.
The small man.
The small one.
Sure. Is he a kid? Oh, whoa! Look at that beard. He's not a kid.
He's not a kid.
No, he's not. And then the kid goes, "Oh, what's that?" And then points at Sable.
That's Sable. Sable, say hi to the kids so I don't have to anymore.
Sable.
Go
Whoa!
play. Go play with them.
Sable
Go. It's okay. I just.
jumps down and is like, does the whole like be a good pet while the kids just mangle you. They're like rough petting and he's like "Arr, arr, arr." So you hang out with the kids.
Yeah.
All right, Fizzi, you will head up towards the boats and get towards the starting area. And as you get closer, you'll notice a few of the competitors. You will notice, actually... let me remember. I actually might be wrong about this. Where is it? Sailor's Challenge. Do you remember the person you met? I do.
Yeah. And
Yes, that's what I thought. As you walk over to the starting area, you will notice that Circe is over here, currently getting ready and sort of warming up and rubbing out like the muscles and sort of
She's
stretching.
Hey, yo.
Rubbing one out, dude.
But yeah, you will notice that Circe is over here, the water genasi that you met, gearing up to go in the boat challenge. Before you're able to go over there, Captain Zephyr will sort of meet you almost out of nowhere.
Captain?
Hello. It's great to see you. I had a few questions for you before we got started today.
Sure.
So, seeing as your team is, well, really in the lead, you guys actually have the opportunity to take away the entire challenge today if you were to come in first.
Really?
Yeah. So I wanted to make sure that you knew that, and also that I would have to make that as an announcement today before the actual competition starts. Meaning also that the rest of these people are going to be gunning for you. Are you prepared for that?
I'm prepared.
Good, that's what I like to hear. Now also, with that in mind, your group still didn't have a name. Have you guys come up with one?
Yes.
You have?
We're the Stormbreakers.
The Stormbreakers? Huh, that's quite a title you're trying to take there. Gonna try and live up to that name?
We actually got it last night when we defeated the giant elemental.
I can see the correlation. And you decided to take the Stormbreakers.
Aye.
It's gonna be a lot to live up to. I hope your group can do it. Slaps you on the back.
I'm not there.
Well, go ahead and get over there and meet all the competitors.
Absolutely. Oh, Obi, make sure Moss is safe.
Turns around, comes over to Moss. The kids turn around and see a robot coming at them. Ah! Oh my God!
Are you kidding? That they immediately switch from hard petting Sable to hard petting the robot.
It's a little mix. People are like, "Oh my gosh!" And some of them will come over and they're like, "Knock, knock, 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 knock." Why doesn't it talk? I don't know.
Give him some sign language, Obi.
You're not there, Rob.
I just keep looking at the boats.
Can I see Moss from where I am?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna psychic connect to Moss, and if I can see Fizzi, then I'm gonna psychic connect to Fizzi.
Sure, that's doable. You do that. Roll a d6.
DM,
5 hours.
may I find a spot to watch that's away from the main crowd?
Yeah, I'd say you could still use your stealth check from earlier to stay unseen and find yourself a spot.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like completely unseen, just someplace that's away from the crowd that I can still watch.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Moss, Fizzi, I'm connected to you. I'm in a place where I can see almost everything, so if any, evil women are about.
Evil women.
Heyo. This guy.
So the crowd will begin to, they're still settling in, but things are about to ramp up.
That old Sorveran mindset,
Let's see something.
Hello, Kayth. I see you're in my head again. Are you less cranky now?
No, because you don't take anything seriously, and we keep having dreams, and they keep meaning things, and this person is hunting us.
Well, I
So
didn't
I'm gonna be a
really
little
have
cranky.
a very vivid dream like you, so I just can't relate.
Didn't you and Fizzi have one of these dreams?
I guess I just learned that we both had the same exact dream. Yeah. And then I asked for more clarity, and you just walked away. So that isn't really my fault. That's
Because
yours.
you and RaRa were talking over me.
Well, I got distracted.
He doesn't care that I'm in pain.
RaRa, as you find yourself a spot, just sort of on the outside of the, in a secluded-ish area, you will hear next to you. Glad to see you're up and doing fine.
I look around.
And you will see Mithros walking up.
Oh boy.
How are you doing this morning?
Bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, why would you think I wasn't doing bad?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know if maybe your friends helped you out enough last night after all those drinks.
I mean, they did their best. I don't know where. Why am I? I'm not gonna talk to you about this.
Okay.
You're the guy that asked me to put an alarm spell on your storage shed.
Yeah, I am. You are correct. And I'm the one who came and watched your show as well. I was invited.
Yeah, and it was bad.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I actually thought it was beautiful.
Well, that makes one person, I guess.
You'll see him sort of dart his eyes. Well, I don't think I'm the only one. And then he'll sit down on a bench and get ready for the race.
Why'd you look off and to the left like that? Because you're lying?
What? Oh, I'm just an old man. And then looks off towards the boats. Would you like to make a perception check?
I guess if you're asking for it.
I'm asking if you'd like to. Giving you an opportunity.
No.
It could do nothing.
Oh my god.
Oh!
What if it was a natural 20?
Well, then it would be a natural 20. Guys, what rolls to begin 2025, huh?
25 natural 20s in 2025. That's what I heard.
Up the counter. Yeah, so, okay. You ask him that, and he just sits down and looks all dumbfounded and just staring out towards the boats. And you decide to turn and look around. And you look over by where the kids are gathered, where the boats are, where Moss is. Moss and Sable are just like playing with kids, and Obi's down there just like spinning and trying to like look at one kid who keeps circling around, and it's like, what the fuck? They're just playing, but they're all just playing, just being kids, and it sort of brings you back to a moment of like what it meant to be a kid for a while, but then also brings up a little bit of some bad memories. But in the midst of that, you see as there is sort of this ledge where like people are sitting and then goes down to where all these kids are gonna run. You see these kids who just keep repeatedly jumping. They're just jumping off of like the little stoop thing. And each time they do, they're kind of going down doing a superhero landing. And then they just keep going up and jumping down. Going over, jumping down. You got a natural 20, so I can't. It looks a lot more. The jumping looks very reminiscent of your jump yesterday, or at least they're trying to. Especially when one of the kids jumped and went like this. And then if you look back, you'll notice, with a natural 20, you'll notice that when you look back, Mithros is sort of stealing a glance at you, noticing the kids, and has like a bit of a smile. And then doesn't notice you quick enough for you to see it, and then quickly...
What are you grinning about?
What? Oh, life. I'm just old. I like smiling. I just like seeing things that make me happy.
Oh, look. My friend Moss is over there. And my friend Obi. Maybe I should go over that way.
Sure, if that's what you want. I'll just be here, alone.
Oh, I'm sure you could walk with us if you wanted to.
Oh,
Fizzi,
sure.
just let me know.
I mean, if you're inviting me, and he gets up, and he's like, let's go! And you guys will walk over there. So, Fizzi, you are currently... competitors are... You've met a couple of them, shook some hands. There's a couple who look a little upset with you, and knowing that, like, if they don't beat you, there's no chance for first. And even Circe comes up, but is very respectful about it. And you guys all pick out your boats. And that is when Captain Zephyra will get up on the podium and begin to announce to the crowd. Hello, all of Tapas! People are yelling.
Hey, DM. While this is going on, can I do a quick inspection of my boat?
Yes. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
There you are.
You know, Fizzi, I have a great vantage point. You know, if you need a boat taken down, you know, by...
What the fuck?
This guy's gonna murder a man in a boating contest?
Fizzi!
Matches my passive.
Fizzi, you will notice that when you are inspecting the ship you were going, or the little boat you were going to take, that one of the oars has a hairline fracture that anyone could have missed, but the instant it came into like force with the water would snap in half and you'd be left with one. And you're able to notice that, tell somebody, and get a brand new oar.
Sweet.
There you go. All right, anyway, continue. Good job. You son of a bitch. Anyway, I forgot. Oh, people up top is... Welcome to day 2 of the Tempest Fair. Whoa. Today we are starting with the 3rd Sailor's Challenge of our contest, the boat race. A fan favorite. Yeah, a fan favorite. Now, before we begin this competition, we want everybody to take a moment of silence for yesterday's terrible event. Our prayers go out to everyone who was hurt, wounded, and lost yesterday. And we continue our fair and our festivities in their name. It may not bring them back, but hopefully their souls will be joyous in whatever afterlife there may still be. And everybody will take a moment of silence.
Fizzi will take his hat off.
Nice. Respect.
Classy.
Classy. Now, let us begin! Before we begin today's boat race, we need to make an announcement. This has not happened in a couple of years, but this year, we have a group that has stood out amongst the others and have found themselves ahead of the competition. And not only that, but saviors of yesterday's horrible event. I have been known and told today that these people call themselves the Stormbreakers. She announces it with this gusto and bravado out into the crowd as though she truly believes in your name. The rest of you who are out and about in the crowd, Kayth, you wouldn't notice as much because you're up on the roof, but the rest of you, you see a sort of huge split within the entire attendees here. Some of them go, "Oh, what?" And some of them are just like, "What? You're going to take that name?" And some, I hope they can live up to it. They're going to tread all over that. And some people who,
Guys.
yeah, that's good. They're really going to live up. I bet they'll beat out them. And it just sort of is spread out throughout the entire area of people. And she will continue. Yes, you heard me correct. The Stormbreakers. I'm sure this group will live up to the name. If yesterday was not a telling of their future endeavors in what they can do, then what the hell is? This Sailor's Challenge, that's what! Because this group of people are on the verge of a sweep. If they are able to complete this challenge today, Fizzi in first place, they will gain 5 points, putting them in the ultimate lead and unattainably, in the perfect lead that no one else would be able to catch up. And if that isn't something, they can even take second and still win everything. How crazy is that? Whoa! So folks, whether you're rooting for the Stormbreakers or rooting for a different competitor here, let us have a fantastic competition. Yeah.
Do I hear the like living up to part and like the split? Like you said, not as much, but like enough
You
to
hear
be, like-
anything that she's saying, but the crowd is you can't hear any specifics
Okay.
people say,
Can
but
I
that
make,
people
like, a-
react to it.
Can I make like a history check? Have I ever heard of a group named the Stormbreakers?
You can certainly make a history check.
That's a 23.
So, first thing you're gonna recognize, you're like, what the fuck? Oh.
Oh.
One of the ships
That was the-
yesterday during the mock naval battle was called the Stormbreaker and was a very legendary ship and the reason for the naval battle, or the mock naval battle. You don't know anything about it, but you definitely remember now that one of the ships yesterday was called the Stormbreaker.
And it got blown up, right?
No, the ships didn't get
No,
blown up. They got
okay.
damaged
Oh.
pretty badly.
They
They
got
didn't blow up.
damaged.
But they're also replicas. Those ships are not in
Right.
service anymore.
Well, apparently the name was better than we thought, everyone. Had more correlation than previously planned.
Where was I? Oh! Competitors! Take to your boats! Or sailors, take to your boats. That's my bad. Go ahead and take to your boat, Fizzi.
All right.
You'll jump on in. Everyone will get all settled.
Am I in shouting distance of Fizzi yet?
Yes, you are.
I will look over to my friend in his boat, and I will say, "Let's finish this right now, Fizzi. Get him!" And I'll give him a bardic.
Oh.
Okay.
And then I'll
yeah.
go find
Disney will
these-
just give you a
these
big
kids
thumbs
that-
up with a.
Go find these kids that were jumping.
Had to go out into the sea.
Okay. All right, so you will begin to start preparing and getting in your boat, and all the other sailors will, settle themselves in. When we begin this race, you will be moving from this side of the dock to the other side of the dock. It's that simple. Whoever can get there the fastest wins. First, second, then third. As you already know, the point system. You'll be racing for your spot on the other side of the dock. And that's it. Who knows what could happen in the harbor, however. So be ready. So you guys are currently getting all settled in. RaRa, you will make it over to Moss, Obi, Sable, and the kids. Mithros, there just behind you. We'll actually find a little spot on the stoop to sit down. He's like, oh, you go ahead. I need to sit down. What do you do, RaRa?
I mean, I guess I'm seeing if these kids are actually doing what I think they're doing.
Moss, you see RaRa come over with Mithros.
Hi, guys. Fizzy's about to go.
Yeah, he's gonna win, and then we're gonna be winners.
Maybe. I just think it's cool we get to do all this fun stuff.
I'm sure he'll do well. As he looks out towards the boats.
All right, Fizzi, you've got this. I'm in his head.
RaRa, as you come over, you will see. So there's these three kids. One of them is a human. One of them is a child half-orc. And then another one is half-elf. They're all kids. And they're each one by one going up on the stoop, jumping down, and some of them like fall a little bit, and they stumble or trip and roll, and none of them have the balance to sort of land and stay there. They sort of jump. Some of them just like don't even. They just like take a step, like they think they're jumping, but they just sort of step down. But essentially, they have a semblance of what they're trying to do, and replicate. But they're not there.
RaRa will sit down on the stoop like 5 or 10 feet away from where they're doing it and see if they notice.
Okay. Do you have your
That
hood up?
she-
Do you have your hood up still
No.
or no? Oh, okay.
No. There's no hood.
It's a cardigan. Duh.
It seemed like it had a hood. That's my bad.
Foolish fool.
That's what I'm doing.
I don't know fashion. Okay, yeah. So you'll sit there. Moss, you're still hanging out with the kiddos, or see RaRa sit down.
I'm watching the boat.
Nice. Getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
Moss,
As soon as those start moving, I'm gone.
Moss.
Yeah, but I
might
say it
be
out loud.
useful- It might be useful for our sailor in the boat if we try to look and try to see the threats that are in the water for him.
Isn't it just a race? I'm still talking out loud as well.
They said, "Who knows the dangers in the harbor, Moss?"
Okay, I'll look. What am I looking for? Who knows the dangers, Kate?
Maybe there's rocks that are closer to the surface but hard to see from the boat. Maybe there's
Sharks.
who knows.
Sharks.
But the more information Fizzi has, the better he can do in the race.
Okay, I'll.
And Fizzi,
look.
I will keep an eye on the boats that are behind you, and if they look like they're going to team up and try to get you out of the race or something like that.
I appreciate that. Now let's
Should
win
I
this.
start that now or?
I can't. I don't know. Maybe.
I
yes?
don't see anything right now.
All right. So, Fizzi, you are now in your little boat. You've got your rows. You look to your left. You look to your right. You see all
Gross.
these. You see
I
your
tried to let it
oars.
go.
Damn it,
I tried
oars!
to let it go.
You're grabbing your oars. Fuck. You look to your left. You look to your right. You see the other sailors are also prepared and they're ready. And you guys are just waiting for the go. We are about to begin. You see Captain Zephyr is lining up in between, at the end of you guys. Has a gun, raises it up. Are we ready? And everyone's like, "Who?"
Yeah!
So ready! Oh gosh.
Nice.
I know, right? All right. Boom! You'll hear the gun go off, and everyone starts getting going. Now you have to do your initial push off as you're getting that first thrust, the first acceleration on everybody.
Is there any way I could, Mario Kart, hold A at the yellow light?
Stupid. Oh my god.
Grab my oars,
Yeah, right?
Get them going before you put them in the water.
I mean, I guess you would get that start off if anyone gave you a +1 in the chat. I don't know if they're going to, but if they
Oh
did,
my
that's how
God.
you would get
I
it.
bet everyone forgot about that.
You're right. I did forget to mention it again. Don't forget, guys, you can help out the players by donating your bits.
Ooh.
An amount for each thing. I believe 100 bits is give a player a +1 that they can use at any time. It stacks, so they can stack up a bunch and then use it later. 500 is to give them advantage. 1,000 is to give a player bless for an hour, and 2,000 is a natural 20. All right, so on the right side of the screen if you use that. So let us go ahead. Fizzi, your first roll. Go ahead and pull this up.
It's an initiative.
No. First, what we're going to need is you have the water vehicles proficiency, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to roll a So basically, you're gonna roll dexterity with proficiency. So whatever your dex mod is, also add. So what's your dex mod?
2.
2.
So
You're
it's
gonna
plus
also your proficiency mod, which should be +2. So it's a d20 plus 4 is going to be your first roll, and that will get your
Mr. Fizzbang.
that will get your first jump off. Now also now you can use the d20 plus 4. You can also use athletics if you wanted to instead for this check specifically.
Nope, I'd rather have a +4.
Okay, then please go ahead and roll as your competition will also roll.
Yeah.
Natural 1. I like it.
Ooh,
I like
yeah.
to see that natural 1.
11. Ooh.
Ugh.
Currently,
I mean,
Fizzi-
you're not bad. You're not bad.
Right.
Right, I'm still like-
you're in
I'm
fourth place.
Right. So you guys will watch as. So everyone starts
Wait,
going.
you have bardic inspiration if you want to use
Oh,
bardic
Right, you
inspiration.
do have your bardic. You could get D6 added to that if you want to get a better start. You're not gonna hit the 19s though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm okay with an 11.
All right. So you'll watch as all the boats start going. You'll watch as Circe, the fan favorite, almost with one fell swoop of the oars, flies out in front, along with one other person who's just on their tail, sort of neck and neck, and then another person behind them, then Fizzi. So Fizzi is currently in 4th. So as they all launch off, and the
And
race
one
is-
person's boat sunk.
and the race is underway as one person, their oar snaps and they just, they
They
fiddle up.
didn't check their oars.
You're right.
They
They-
didn't.
The attendant just like took your oar and like put it in a different boat.
and that person's like, oh my gosh. And they're like, I can't go anywhere with one oar. So they're just trying with like the one oar now. So they're in last place for sure.
Moss is gonna take off running, and can she look in front of the boat for any hazards?
You sure can. Go ahead and roll a perception check. And Kayth, I assume you're doing the same. So you too
Yeah.
can roll me a perception check.
18. First roll of 2025.
22.
Okay. Nice job, guys. You guys will currently look directly out in front of the boats, and currently there doesn't seem to be any sort of stuff that could tamper with them, at least not yet, as they are continuing to drive forward. So everyone's choo, 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 choo. So as you are flung forward, you're now in 4th, Fizzi. You're just trying to keep up. Everybody's going. This is where I will need you to make another water vehicles check along with all of the other competitors, and let's see where we are put after that.
Still D20 plus 4.
Yes.
Heard.
Oh. Inner monologue.
Inner monologue. Inner monologue.
Inner monologue.
Or you have inspiration as well, right? Like regularly.
Yeah, it's not worth.
And so, you know what? Even if we don't win this one, there's still the next one.
No, we're winning this one. We need to cement our name in history.
All right, fine.
This is our jumping off point. The media needs to go this way.
Hey, I'm gonna inner monologue.
All right. Please do. Give me your inner monologue.
Well, we finally came up with our name. Now we gotta hold true to it. We can take down a water elemental. I can win this goddamn boat race.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please do a complete 180.
Okay.
Bardic inspiration.
Okay, that
Yeah.
might be good. Yeah.
We have regular inspiration. You could re-roll again.
I would use your bardic first.
Stack it on this, and then say,
Yeah.
15.
yeah.
That does.
But
That
you
turns
real
it.
good.
You could re-roll the die, like
Real
the
good,
regular
brother.
die.
So that does.
No.
That does
15
turn it
good.
into a
15's
15.
good.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get the scene here. So Fizzi's in 4th. There is a person. There's 3 people ahead of him, and boom, boom, boom. They're going. And after the initial acceleration, everyone's sort of, you go really hard, and then it's sort of like just keeping a pace, right? So everybody's they're rowing, and you'll watch as Fizzi sort of gets this determination on his face. And like, without the other people ahead of him noticing, he just clears third and gets neck and neck with the first and second. So now there's 3 people who are tied. Because you'll watch as Circe and the person that were neck and neck, they sort of calm down, like, oh, we made it out ahead. This is where we can sort of keep it calm. And like, so Circe looks over to the person who was neck and neck with them, and then looks
Here comes
over.
the fucking gnome, bro.
And then Fizzi. And it's like, and they start pedaling. And then the person who has 1 oar, whoa, dude. So they're like, I'm not gonna lose! And they just start flying forward. And they pass, so they were in 8th, they went to 7th, then 6th, then 5th, and
This
4th.
guy-
Now they're
this
in
guy-
Fizzi. They're in
I'm
Fizzi's
kinda-
spot.
I'm kind of rooting for 1 oar guy, I'm gonna be honest.
Actually, a barbarian went into a rage.
Oh yeah, you see the eyes are like the eyes are bulging out. And yeah, so they're in 4th place now. All right, so if Kayth and Moss, you could give me another perception check.
11.
Ooh, Moss, that was not helpful, but Kayth just barely.
You're really running. These kids are beating you, and you're like out of
They're
breath.
kind of like getting in my fucking way. I'm like, excuse me. I'm trying to do something important.
Obi's doing like a penguin, just trying to keep up in the very back.
Obi, why are you even following me? I can't wait for you right
There's
now.
like kids hanging off his arm.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, Kayth, you're like watching forward. You're like, oh, wow. And you're watching, and just ahead, you see these bubbles in the water, and you can see these shadows that are coming upwards. Like there are things coming out of the water about to get in their way.
This is like the Tri-Wizard tournament.
Fizzi, there's about to be things ahead of you that are coming up to get in your way. You might want to take evasive action.
Which way looks best?
You tell him.
Do I think I see a way forward that looks best?
I mean, yes, you would be able to give enough information that this will give Fizzi advantage on the next check.
Hell yeah, dude.
You gotta go up and then down and then port and then turn it around.
Oh, now
you know?
it's disadvantage. I don't know what any of that was.
Tokyo drifted, Fizzi.
So, everyone's
Put on the e-brake.
Yeah, everyone's going. They're going hard. And at this moment, Fizzi, Kayth tells you that. You look towards the water and try to watch for what he's talking about, and you see this bubbling, which gets you prepared. Everyone will need to make another roll. Yours will be with advantage.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
this fucking one
Bro-
more man.
Broken Oarman is fucking out here to win.
Right?
Remember, you have advantage.
I'm gonna need you to stop rolling like shit.
Ah!
Carter, I'm gonna need you to stop. I need you to lock it in. Ah! Nice, another natural 20 for tonight. Holy shit. Yeah, so Fizzi, you're looking and you're like, thanks for looking out, Kayth. You lock it in, you look forward, and you see right before it even you start going around it, and right when it does, yeah,
Takes his oar out, bounces off the side, spins around 3 times.
you guys will see as like buoys will shoot out of the water and sort of simulating like cannons coming down. But if people run into them, it's gonna stop them. So you'll watch as a bunch start coming out of the water. Fizzi, you're like, oh shit, going around them. And Fizzi, you are going to pull out in front. You're probably about 2 boat length before you and the next person. And the person creeping up behind you is one oar man.
He deserves it.
He really does. Like I'm not even bad.
He catches, so he's right behind you, and in tie with him is Cirsa. So the two of them are right behind you, tied for second and third, about two boat lengths behind you. While you watch 3 people behind you, bam, run into one of the buoys, bam, run into the buoy, and then run into the person who runs into a buoy, and the 3 of those boats just, and they start sinking into the harbor. So 3 people.
Three people out.
Yes, 3 people have been eliminated. 1, 2, 3. And then the other one sort of, oh shit, slow down to go around them, and it really takes away from where they are.
They're basically out.
Pretty much, depending, they could get natural 20s, who knows. So anyway, sorry, okay. So that's happening. So there's this portion where the competitors are all going through these buoys and stuff. What is going on the outside? Moss is continuously running and following. Kayth is watching from up ahead. RaRa, we could come back to you unless you're intently watching.
I'm just cheering on my friend.
All right, then we will keep going.
We can get through this before we get to anything else.
All right. You hear that behind you, actually. It gets louder and louder. It's kind of like a rhythm. You're like, oh.
Shark bait.
That guy's on drugs.
All right. There is now a sort of, after the buoys came out, if I could have Moss and Kayth make another perception check.
Hey.
Hey, natural 20!
Oh my god!
Thanks for the money!
My gosh, another natural 20.
I'm just tripping over fucking kids. I'm like, excuse me, I asked you to get out of the way. Obi, maybe you could stop following me. You're like, the kids are all around us.
I heard natural 20 on case roll as advantage, plus he gets his bardic inspiration.
Oh my god.
Plus, I see all evil women in the area.
Oh yeah. The kids are having such a great time. They're like,
I hate it.
They're like climbing on you and shit.
Please.
Like out of a scene in a movie.
grabs him by the collar, throws him in the harbor. Get off of me! Anyway, so you guys you're running. Fizzi, Moss, you don't see anything. Kayth, you look out once again. You're locked in, man. You're like, you were ready to be like, Fizzi, you gotta, Fizzi! So you get pumped, you're watching.
He followed my exact instructions.
Oh, man. You're watching, and you're able to sort of detail, I would say, you're able to detail what's going on behind Fizzi, so he doesn't have to worry too much. And just sort of worry about, just getting across and racing.
Fizzi, poor man's running out of energy soon. You just have to go. Save your energy for the final burst.
There is going to be another sort of... You'll watch as mages will be near the end of the dock, and they start, doing some incantations, and you'll watch as little whirlpools start to form in the water in front of the boats to again stop and slow them down. But Kayth, you see this about to happen. You're able to warn Fizzi, and Fizzi, you will gain advantage once again. So please, if you could, give me another roll.
Advantage plus D6 DM.
No, just oh my god!
Oh my god!
That's what you get for denying the D6.
No way!
Holy shit, guys!
Oh my god!
We're sailors.
Do you want to roll? Do you want to roll again to see if you crit?
Oh my
There's no way
God.
that just happened. There's no way that just happened.
Well, it's happening. It's happening. So
Double crit, Fizzi.
So you guys will watch as Fizzi he doesn't even care. He just powers through the little whirlpools. Like Kayth is like, oh dude, right?
Use the force, Luke.
Boom, boom, and just goes right over top of him, like skips the boat like a jet ski over top of these little whirlpools. And you'll watch as one oarman as he
Oh,
slowly
at least get second one or man.
he slowly moves into third place as Circe sees the whirlpools, goes around them, and is able to avert them. But now Fizzi is clearly in first.
He's
So
like,
unless
he's so far ahead.
yeah,
dude.
unless something horrible happens, he's more than likely going to win. So
Fizzi's past this whirlpool already, and then I see it, and I'm like, Fizzi, there's whirlpools.
Thanks, boss.
You're welcome.
thanks, boss. That really helped. Oh man. All right, last checks, if you could, please.
Oh, only a
One
12.
or man. One or
I
man.
need you to roll well. May
Oh,
roll perception check.
14.
I didn't ask for it, first of all.
Oh.
Oh,
But
I thought that when you said all the checks, I thought that included us.
you're right. That's my bad. But you
All
guys
right,
see the race. Great job.
This
Fizzi.
is just the last push.
You
to
have
the
regular
end.
inspiration.
Do I want to use my regular? I kind of want to use my regular.
Sure, roll
You
it.
guys
Why not?
watch. You guys
Yeah.
watch as one Ore Man gets this final burst of energy. Ah!
He's
And it's
coming
like-
back, guys! He's an animal!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
Better.
go. Yeah,
guys
like
watch.
with how far out in front you were already, like maybe
So-
one or man beats you, but you should still get second off that. I feel
So
like.
one
Oh,
ore
yeah.
man, he just almost like he brings the ore up here, then brings it down with like
That's
huge
improper paddling.
swoops.
This guy's
doesn't-
crazy.
what?
This guy's
Come on.
crazy.
He's flying. He surpasses Circe, just goes right past her. She's what the fuck? It's this guy. His eyes are
just
crossed.
screaming,
His-
eyes bulging out of his head. Oh!
It's like a scene from Ren and Stimpy where they're like,
Yeah.
there's all the veins.
Looking like a madman, and literally it's like neck and neck. But Fizzi, you will boom dock right in, and then right behind you, one ore man will dock, then Circe, then the one guy who was or the other two
Stormbreakers!
people are
Sailors.
yelling, they're screaming. "Ah!"
Kayth stands up on a roof, like away from everybody. Sailors!
It's super quiet. And you're just like, sailor. Oh yeah, so everyone's yelling. They're like, oh my gosh, and people are, Moss is running around the side. Fizzi, you hit the edge.
RaRa hops up. She's, overhead clapping.
I
Yep.
start going down DM to the harbor.
Okay, Moss, you're there at the same time, so you can run over and meet Fizzi if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll
I'm gonna run over, pick him up, and spin him, and be like, that was amazing!
Oh my god, we did it!
I love that. Moss picks up Fizzi, and Fizzi's like, yeah, people are like, whoa. They start forming like around you guys, and Captain Zephyr is over there, or eventually makes it there because she wasn't gonna run. That was crazy.
I want to
She-
find the one ore man and shake his hand.
Oh, I mean, he's in the boat.
He's
like-
asleep. He's asleep, bro. Passed out.
Yeah, he's in the boat like looks up.
You did great. Sticks in the hand to help him out of the boat.
He picks up. He puts his hand up. You help him up. He gets out. Thanks. I did my. Oh no, my headphones.
Can you Oh, you can't hear us.
I can hear you. Come on.
Oh, can you describe this unnamed NPC who wasn't supposed to have any effect in this story?
But you know what? Now we might.
Yeah, so you guys will see. So you help him out, Fizzi, and he's taller than you. You realize he's a human. He's maybe like in a little like 27, 28. He's end of his 20s. But he's pretty buff. He's very like let's call him
Please let his
muscular.
name be
It's very Hawkeye kind of muscular. Very
Okay.
Jeremy
Lean.
Renner. Very Jeremy Renner type. And gets up and you help him out. And he's thanks, and then Koosh just falls backward and like goes lethargic. Just
Medic!
And can you give me a perception check?
Yeah. I can actually click that one. And
That-
click.
Dead from a heart attack. Heart blew up.
Fizzi, so you'll jump down. Someone help here, and people will start coming over. You'll look in his boat. You'll see the one oar is in there, but also like on the bench is an empty potion bottle.
Oh my god, he was
Told you he
juicing.
was on drugs.
This
see
guy
him-
was juicing the whole time.
You see an
He
open
was.
potion bottle, and it's got like some blue liquid in it. What's left of it, at least.
Would I know what potion that would be?
It's a great question.
You know, a little sniff.
Arcana.
Yeah, if you decide to jump in and take a look at it, give me an Arcana check.
$18.
Yeah, Fizzi, you sort of take a look at it and you give it a little sniff. Put a pinky in. That's a haste potion. So, when he started, he downed a haste potion and had basically double movement as he was ripping his way down the boat. With 2 oars, I bet it would have worked out really well. With 1 oar, he really had to prove himself. But yeah, you'll notice that, and then you'll get out of the boat. You'll notice a couple of people come over, and they're like, "Are you
Throw it
okay?
in the
Are you-"
ocean, Fizzi. He did it with 1 oar still.
I'll toss it in the ocean.
There you go. So you take it, you throw it. Nobody sees you because they're all, whatever.
Are there rules against? I thought they said that there
Yeah, there weren't
whatever
any.
happens.
But how
Or is
much
it against the
cooler is it
spirit?
to think that he did it with just
Yeah.
Yeah,
one?
you're right.
He's an inspiration now.
Yeah, you've created a legend. Anyway, so people come over and they're trying to help him out and give him some water, and eventually, he'll get up. He'll get up. He'll put his finger up, do a thumbs up. People are like, yeah. People are very happy about this 1 oar guy. And you'll get up and you get up, and I assume you stand next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're first, he's second, Circe is third, and Captain Zephyr comes over. What an amazing race! Oh, I have never seen something so amazing! This year has been phenomenal and filled with record-breaking moments! Ah! Truly, truly, the Stormbreakers have lived up to their name! Ah! People are yelling, and some people are like, yeah! So it's sort of still mixed a bit. And of course, let's give a round of applause to second and third! Woo! And you hear a chant, 1 oar! 1 oar! 1 oar! 1 oar! So people are, chanting and blah, blah, blah.
Give him the wink, Fizzi. Let him know that you know.
I'll give him the wing.
You do that, he'll look over to you. And yes, there's some celebration, and
Can I look around in the crowd for a Lara?
yeah, give me a perception check.
23.
Yeah, you'll look out to the crowd. It's getting pretty full, but you'll look around. But with a 23, your best perception check now that there's not a bunch of little kids clawing at you.
Yeah, that was horrifying for me, by the way, guys. Don't ever let kids after me again. It was terrifying.
You'll look and you will see in the crowd, Alara is just giving a thumbs up, some claps.
I'm not making eye contact with her. I'm just looking for her, you know?
Sure. So you do that. Kayth, you will eventually find your way down to the docks where the winner's circle is. And with that, we have the Stormbreakers have cemented their first place prize in this competition. However, second and third is still viable options, so the rest of you will be competing for those. But let's give all a round of applause to the Stormbreakers.
Oh man, wait, do we still get to play?
You see competitors' faces go. You see, and Captain Zephyr goes, well, if the rest of them are willing to take the challenge, I'm sure you can. And the competitors are like, what the fuck? Basically make it so no one gets to win. But it's up to you if you would like to continue to compete. But just know you have already cemented first place. Congratulations. And
what's the record amount of points ever had in a game?
That's a good question.
And if we compete in the last couple games, do we accrue points, thus cementing further in?
You would still gain points, yes, and making it so you would leave these others way in the dust. Now, I'm not saying it hasn't been done, but it's been a very long time since it's been done. But the highest points ever scored has been 25. A complete sweep of every competition.
That's perfect. We can't.
Yeah, we can't do that because we tied.
I look at Boss.
Kayth, Alara's here. She's over there. Okay, why are you still standing here? Go.
So, folks, please stick around as we will be doing the next Sailors Challenge here in just another hour. The next challenge is... there it is. The Rope Gauntlet, where sailors will race from the deck of a ship to the crow's nest. Oh!
I think
first one there wins. Be ready. And then
claim our prize.
Yeah, things will begin to die down as people are getting ready for the next challenge. Captain Zephyr will come over, shake your hand, Fizzi. Wonderful job. You did a great thing here today.
Thank you, Captain.
And then we'll also shake your hand, Moss. And if I haven't already thanked you for yesterday, thank you so much for keeping the city safe. The four of you did an amazing job. I don't know where your fourth is, but...
Too long.
Again with this, yes. But thank you again. Now, you have won first place. The prizes will be doled out during the Admiral's Feast. That is when you can gain your prize. So until then, enjoy the win. Enjoy the festivities. Get some food. Get some drink. Some favor with the attendees. Whatever you need to do. But the four of you... Well, I guess the three of you who competed. Whichever. Your whole group has gained the...
We're a team.
Your team... has gained the rank of sailor. True sailor.
Sailor!
Do we get a certificate?
Yeah, we get a write-up, a recommendation to an admiral. That was one of the prizes.
That is correct, you guys. So the prizes are, and she'll reiterate them to you. The Champion's Compass, which is a golden compass, a magical golden compass that was donated by Mystic Haven. A gold purse of 200 gold pieces, and also 50 gold for each of the challenges you came in first. So 50 gold for the Knot Challenge.
So we got 300.
We get 50 gold for all of them, or
if you kept winning first place,
we tied.
Do we get 25 for the tie?
Correct. It is split between the people who won. So it'll be you guys are getting 50. You're getting 125 extra already. So at the time of the rewards, you'll be getting 325 gold pieces. So anyway, then the Storm Calls Favor, which is a written recommendation by Captain Zephyr, the very person who runs all of this. a letter of recommendation that would grant you access to high-profile sea-based quests or exclusive ship rights or upgrades if you had a ship.
Let's go to the island.
I want to go to the island.
DM?
Yes.
Could maybe we do something with the Navy with that? Would that be a thing?
That who
Because,
knows?
like,
It's
I
very
might
possible.
have, like, recommended your stuff pull with them anyway, right?
It's very possible. And then, of course, every participant will be receiving a medal engraved with the Sailor's Challenge insignia, which that is given to everyone, and it's a sign that you competed, which is kind of big in the city, knowing that you were an actual competitor within the Sailor's Challenge, just trying and getting up to the starting line.
Do we get any sponsorship deals?
That's up
You gotta
to
work
you.
those yourself. That's
Yeah.
your own thing.
Yeah, come on, man. But with the winning of this competition and us sort of gathering back together, we're going to go ahead and take our first break, guys, of the night. Go ahead and get your pee-pees, your poo-poos, your snacks, your drinks, whatever it is you need, and we will be back in about 5-ish minutes. Please don't
Hell yeah.
leave your screen. I hope you guys are enjoying. And don't forget that you can help out the players by donating your biddies. All right, guys, we'll see you in 5-ish minutes.
Hey there, dipshits, it's me, Joey, aka Slooty Mage.
I'm Hunter, voice of Hunter Taylor.
And I'm Carter, Eagle Eagle. We're
Older and Dumber.
Every Friday, we drop wisdom, humor, and a whole lot of nonsense. You won't want to miss it.
Become a patron today for as low as $5 a month. Get early access to all our episodes and exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at all the things we're doing and May's super secret editing notes.
Shout out to all our awesome dipshits. Your support really helps keep this madness going.
Join the crew, be a dipshit. It's an exclusive club, and you're invited.
So dipshits, mark your calendar every Friday for a dose of older and dumber craziness. See you there.
Fade to black. On my stand. Fade to black.
Hello and welcome back, our friends. Of course, before we get started, we are going to need to hear a few words from our Joey.
Still time to grab the holiday print of the party. All you have to do is sign up, become a Patreon member before the end of January. You get a physical print. We'll mail it out to you and personalize it. Don't miss out on that. If you want to support us and you think this is great and you love it, you can do so by subbing here on Twitch. That doesn't cost you anything. If you have a Prime sub, you can use that. Otherwise, $5.99. Or you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/olderandDumber. Less than a cup of coffee at your favorite coffee shop every month. $5 helps us put money back into this to make it better. Follow us on all our socials. Socials are older, the letter N, dumber. Yeah, check us out on YouTube. If you're not watching us, this is your first experience. You're watching us live, you're like, oh, I got to catch up on this. You can do so on YouTube for free. Doesn't cost you anything. It will put you 1 week behind, but if you like what you see, you can always catch up by becoming a member here on Twitch.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much, Joey. Oh my gosh, there we go. My buttons were not working, but I fixed them.
Hey!
Yeah, right. Thank you so much, Joey, for those wonderful words. Now, let's go ahead and jump right back into where we left off, which is the Stormbreakers, your group, had just won the Sailor's Challenge. People were beginning to disperse from the area, making sure to give their praise to you guys. Great job. Congratulations. All that type of stuff as you guys are walking away. But the three of you find yourselves at the finish side of the docks. But during that time, RaRa will jump back to you.
Yeah, she does a little clap for Fizzi, and then she sits down, and her ear will sort of perk over towards these kids that are jumping off the stoop.
Yeah, and you'll watch as they're like, oh, that was so cool. And then one's like, come on, we gotta get this if we want to do a cool routine. And then like, okay. And the three of them now will stand up and try and do it all at the same time and land down next to each other. They're sort of bumping into each other. They're knocking over. And you'll see as Mithros will stand up, walk past them towards you. And right before he passes you, Seems like these kids could use some help. And then we'll look towards them, look at you, and then walk away.
And she'll look over.
Oh, man, come on, you're stepping on me. No, you're stepping on me. All right, come on, guys. If we want to get this right, we gotta do it over and over again.
You're all sort of stepping on each other.
What'd you say? And they look over at you. How do you know what we're trying to do? And they'll put their, one will put their fists on their hips and look over at you. What would you know about performances?
RaRa stands up and puts her hands on her hips. Oh, very assertive.
And then the one's about to speak, and then the half-orc little kid puts a hand on their shoulder. Hey, isn't that her? What do you mean? Oh. And then they all look at your hair, and they're like, oh, hey, we're really sorry. We didn't mean to, and they all kind of look at each other.
What are you sorry about?
Well, I was kind of mean. I didn't mean to be mean. I just thought you were going to be in a grown-up yell at us.
She'll sort of kneel down to get on their level. Yeah, I get that. No, I'm not going to yell at you. What are you trying to figure out?
Oh, and they're sort of like quiet and a little embarrassed, and then one of them speaks up. Well, we saw your performance yesterday, and then one of them just blurts out, "We thought it was cool!" Hey! And then one of them sort of tries to calm down the other one. Yeah, it was really cool, and we liked the part when you flew up in the air and did a spin and then landed, but we can't even get the part where we land, so we didn't want to try spinning yet, and it was really cool, and we want to do that.
Well, the landing part's because you're not balancing yourself in your hips. You're balancing yourself in your shoulders.
What?
You got to keep your center of gravity lower.
Center of... What?
Try it again.
And they're all like, okay. And they get up there and they jump up and then bam, and they land. And one of them kind of gets it. Another one just completely falls. And then the other one sort of, they didn't jump. They just took a step.
Okay, so you're not jumping. But you're keeping your center of gravity through your chest. You have to keep it through your hips. When you land, you got to keep your weight on your hips.
All right. And they're all like sort of working.
And she'll sort of like squat and like use her hands to show where the center of balance is.
And yeah, you'll sort of go back and forth on this, and they'll sort of keep working with you for a little while. Give me a just roll a d20 with advantage. Okay. You'll spend a little time, like 5-ish, 10-ish minutes, a little bit, and eventually they sort of... You sort of teach them just, like, the balance of landing. So without them jumping off the thing, you're just like, jump really high as you can, and land, and then sort of giving them that freedom of how to, like, keep balance. And by the end of that, you're like, all right, do it again, and they're like, okay. They all jump in the air, they all raise their fists, and then smash down, and not a single one of them fall. And they all sort of take a second, and they're like, oh my god! High fives all around. And you'll hear behind you, wow, Wasn't that great? And you'll turn around, you'll see Mithras has a sort of platter with a bunch of different like drinks, waters and juices and things. You all must have worked up a sweat there. And the kids are like, oh, hey, as if they recognize Mithras. Well, I brought some refreshments. And he'll come over and sit on the stoop, and he'll put the drinks down, and the kids will, oh, hey, and they'll grab some, and they'll fight a little over each of them, and they sort of, run off a little bit and drink their drinks, and Mithras will sit and watch and sort of lean back.
There's some potential there if they keep working at it.
It seems so. You did a nice thing, RaRa. Yesterday may not have been great, but sometimes we don't see the seeds we plant, but that doesn't mean they won't grow. He'll look over at the kids. I think it's more about what we do to show others than what we do for ourselves all the time. But that's just me, an old man giving his wisdom. Well, anyway, are you happy about winning? Your team did a great job.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, you helped as well. You can tell, right?
I mean, I didn't really do anything to contribute to the Sailors competition.
You're playing a joke, right? I saw as we walked up. You yelled out to Fizzi and you inspired him. I've seen it before. That goes a long way. Just having someone in their corner and giving them any sort of hope and praise. It's big. Especially in a world that doesn't see much from any sort of higher power anymore. He'll sort of look at you as you sort of are a little bit quiet. He'll lean over.
What's your deal?
Well, I'm old.
No. You were an adventurer before. You were in a party before. You're married. You had kids. Alara said you had a kid that picked up. What happened?
You see him sort of gets a little. He almost seems like he's a little distant for a second. He looks out towards the water. And he'll... Here, let me take this music. I want to turn it down a little. He'll look out towards the water and... Yeah. You're right. I used to have a kid, yes. And I was an adventurer. I traveled very long distances. I've done many things. I've seen many things. I've been here in Tapas for quite a long time now. He'll look at you. You can't believe that I'm just a nice old man just trying to make people happy?
You'll forgive me if I have a skewed worldview when it comes to adults. I haven't had many positive role models in my life.
I can tell you carry a weight, RaRa. And it's okay to feel the way you do. But even the brightest stars can flicker and shine a light in the dark. That might not mean much right now, but someday it might. Well, he'll stand up and look out to the water, look out to the kids, look back to you. How about for now, you just call me a friend? Someone who is willing to give you advice and help whenever you need it. Is that okay?
You'll forgive me if I don't entirely trust you.
He'll give a smile. That's usually how good friendships start. He'll give a nice big warm smile. Well, when you and your party are willing to trust me, know this. I already feel that I can trust the four of you with anything. It may seem as though we've just met, but I have a knack for these sort of things. And he'll smile a little more. Now, from an old man, that probably sounds crazy. And he'll again look out to the water. And when you get to my age, though, you tend to laugh at what fate brings to you. And he'll look down to the other side of the dock. Your friends seem to be celebrating.
Yeah, I should probably go join them.
Might be a good idea. And
She'll start walking.
Oh, RaRa, before you go. And you'll see him sort of reaching in. Where did I? Oh, reaches in like a pouch. A small pouch, like this big. You see him pull something out. It's like this long. Bigger than the pouch. Pulls it out. I was going through my things, and I found something that I thought you might find significant, or maybe just accept as a gift. And he'll hand it out to you. And kind of looks like a flute.
This is a flute?
Essentially, yeah. And do you take it?
Sure. Yeah.
You'll kind of look at it for a moment. It's a really intricately carved wooden flute, but it has these like faint burn marks around the edges. I felt you might like it. I know you're more of a dancer and performer. I don't know if you play instruments, but usually bards are learnt in many different things. But it's not necessarily for playing. If you choose to, that's great. But I wanted you to keep it, or have it, so that you can see that even things that endure fire still have a song to play.
She'll look at it and sort of nod and be like, "Sure, thanks."
You're welcome. And you'll see him look to the kids and turn around and, well, kids, where are your parents? Maybe we should go help find you. Or maybe I should help you find them, yeah? And the kids are like, oh, yeah. Oh, man, I think they're over there. All right, let's go ahead and find your parents. And he'll turn around to you. I'll be seeing you, RaRa. And you'll see the kids sort of run past him. Hey, don't go off too far. And he'll sort of keep up with them and do a little jog. And he will head off with the kids. And right about that time is the ending of you guys sort of celebrating at the end of the docks as people are starting to walk away. RaRa, do you start making your way over there?
Yeah.
You guys will watch as RaRa begins to walk over to you guys as you finish your celebrating and handshakes and all that stuff.
Sort of walk up and I'll pat Fizzi on the shoulder and be like, "Good job.
RaRa, we won!" I'll give RaRa a big hug.
Sort of hug him back, give him a head pat.
We did it!
Did you see that crazy man with one oar really catch up?
That was intense.
That
when you're
was
on performance
insane.
enhancing drugs, anything is possible.
Performance enhancing drugs.
You don't know that.
I didn't see anything like
I
that.
see everything from my perch.
You got down, remember?
So we have the rest of the day. I'd like to try to find the person that continues to haunt our dreams.
You don't want to ask Alara if she wants to eat food with you at the Admiral's Feast?
Well, I mean, we could start asking our questions there.
We showed our strength at the Sailors Challenge. The ball's in her court.
You really don't know how to talk to
The
women.
ball is not in her court. You have to say, "Hey, do you want to eat food?"
Isn't she supposed to give me a favor before we go into the Sailors games as like a token of win this and we'll go on
We've
that's
won.
old tournaments.
Haven't you been around forever? Is this
I
really how you think women
Cannot
work?
in good conscience spend time on anything else than trying to find the woman that is actively trying to. I don't
You
know.
think she's just going to attack again? So, that should be easy to do.
That's why I want to go and accept the quest and talk to people.
Sure,
And
let's
try
go.
To do
Lead the
this.
way.
Is that something, or did you
Let's
guys-
go.
So, real quick, you guys have already accepted the quest.
We've
They
already done it.
they
You wanted
No,
to
they have to
wrap
sign the
up
contract first, and
they assume that you are already going to be.
Is that guard from
investigating.
last night around? Do we see him?
Oh, if you searched for him, yeah, you could. Find
Yeah, we
him.
look around for a couple minutes while Kayth is talking. Just sort of scanning the crowd.
Yeah, you'd be able to find him.
I walk over to him.
You'll walk over. He's currently like talking to somebody, but then he'll see you come up and you'll come up. It's great to see you again. Hello. And he'll put out a hand.
Yeah. Do you remember when our friend asked me to write a contract for you to sign for doing a detective?
Yes, we do remember that you had said something about writing a contract.
I lean in. He's interested in the shopkeeper from the magic store. But he won't like commit to it until he's sure that we are like doing the detective thing. So can you just sign this? It just says you'll pay us 500 gold after we figure out your problem with this powerful mage.
He'll take the contract and read over it. Reads it and it says...
Pretty basic.
It says...
I literally wrote it as I was walking over here.
Okay. I was going to read the one that you wrote last night. The pay us money for helping 1,000 gold. Sign here.
They wanted to charge you 1,000, but I thought that was crazy.
He looks at it. So I don't have the authorization to sign this, but I mean,
What if I cross this 500 out and say that the city guard will pay us some gold when this is completed?
You know what? I can guarantee that.
Okay, I do that.
You make an amendment, do a little signature.
This is how we get walked all over. No one gives pride in their work. No one gets paid a fair wage.
And he's like,
I'll
right,
have at least 100 gold so that we each get 25 gold. I read all that out.
All right. And he'll sign it. I'm sure you guys will receive more than 100, but here you go.
Fantastic. You're fantastic. Thank you.
We need to unionize adventurers.
Thank you. You're fantastic.
You don't have to pity me.
I'm not.
Kind of feels like you are.
Okay.
What are you guys talking about over here?
Horrible? What do you have to say?
I have the contract all filled out so we
Oh.
can focus on not doing contract things.
Did you know she was a part of a guild? Did she have a guild house somewhere in the town?
Well, she, from what I remember, was a part of the guild house, but, was kicked out. Her research was defunded, and I know that her family at one point, either her or her ancestors, owned a research lab somewhere. I don't quite know much more, but basically...
Do you know...
Go ahead.
Do you know
No,
someone
it
over at the
doesn't
guild
seem
house
very
that might
interested.
know her more, or someone we could talk to over there?
Do you think that you want to ask her out because she was flirting with you too?
No.
Would anybody know where the research lab is?
It's possible. I mean, you could probably check the city records in the library. There is also the guild house, which is located near the barracks. I'm not sure who would know much over there. Maybe just the higher ups, like the mage from yesterday. But the newer people probably won't know much. Your best bet might be the library. Seems like a good place to start.
To the library.
Thank you.
Of course. And
To our
he'll
room?
continue. He'll continue working.
To our room?
To the library.
Yeah, our room. In the library.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't there for that.
To our room.
We do have a secret room in the library. I found it.
No, she knows about it. She visited it.
She didn't.
Over the 2 weeks that we were a group. But go back. It's all recorded.
I have many times. Moss has never been to the secret room.
in session 0.
No. That was you, me, and Fizzi.
Remember, I popped out of the
That's
grave.
the one, yeah, that's the one that initially found it, but then we had the 2 weeks, like Hunter was like, and then you guys like socialized over the 2 weeks and probably visited all your guys' regular spots together. Okay, well, continue.
I mean, it's possible. You could have.
Keep an eye out for Alara as we're walking over.
She's there.
Yeah. I mean, Alara is currently in. As you guys are walking back towards the library, you would notice Alara at one of the stalls, currently talking with some people, maybe making some deals.
What kind of stall is it, Dio?
She currently is at a. What would you call it? A stall that seems to have materials, like an apothecary.
I go to this apothecary's stall.
Sure. You'll go up and you start looking through stuff. You hear Alara talking and yes, so I'm looking for these and do you by chance have oh my gosh, hold on. Do you have
Rhino horn?
Do you have lumen leaf? I don't think we have any lumen leaf. Sorry about that, Alara. It's kind of hard to get. It's a bit of a rare thing. I know. I was hoping you might have some.
Can I make a check to see what lumen leaf is used for, Dio?
Seeing as I haven't seen you in quite some time, I was hoping you might have some. No, unfortunately, we don't. Sorry. Oh, that's fine. I'll have to see where else I can find it. Thank you, though. Yeah, make a... you could do history or... You could do history, arcana, or nature.
You know what? They're all the same.
Wow. Oh. So... You would know mostly from just different studies, more of skimming through some things. But, I mean, when you went to Bard School, you still had to learn about magic and how things work and how some things are created. But you do know the name Lumen Leaf. It is a material component it's actually a rare component that is used to create... It's used in casting spells and used in creating some high-level spell scrolls.
Oh. Huh. Boy, I guess you won't be able to make those powerful scrolls now.
Sorry, I was reading one more time just to make sure I told you everything. What'd you say to her?
You won't be able to make those high-level scrolls now.
Looks over. Oh, hello. RaRa, right?
Yep, you got it.
I thought so. Yes, you would be right. Without the Lumen Leaf, I will be without a component in order to craft some ingredients for spell components, yes. How do you know?
Oh, I went to Bard School.
Oh, that's right. You had said that. West Craven, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yes, you'd be correct. That is what it's used for. I'll have to find other avenues to see if I can get my hands on it.
Do you have plans for tonight?
Looks at you.
Not with me.
Will the lady puts up like a basket of stuff, says a price. She hands her some coin, picks up the basket. Other than going to the Admiral's Feast, that's probably about my plans tonight.
Oh, so you are going to the Admiral's Feast by yourself?
Well, everybody goes to the Admiral's Feast. It's a huge feast.
Right, but are you going with someone or?
Just me and the other hundreds, if not thousands, of other people.
Oh.
But if
Do you
you're
see that
asking
man?
if I'm
Do you see
over-
that man over there that's furiously writing notes in his notebook?
Kayth, are you currently doing that or no?
I'm walking towards wherever we're trying to go to right now.
The library?
Yeah, the library, and I don't even notice RaRa is missing at
Uh,
this point.
Alara will look over and see someone furiously writing in their notebook, and it's the old man who took the lanterns yesterday. Yes, I see him.
No, the elf. That's just put his notebook away because he's a piece of shit.
I'm sorry. There are a lot of elves.
He's dressed in his Sorvere best. He's right there next to the half elf and the gnome, who's dressed in his finest naval battle dress.
Could you have just said Kayth?
Oh, you didn't know his name before, so I wasn't sure I could have just said his name.
I see. Yes. My apologies. Yes, I see him.
Oh, so he says that the ball is in your court and that he's done everything he needs to do to set himself up for a fantastic evening with you.
I never said that. I never said that. That is fucking.
You're having someone else speak for you, so
I have more important things to do.
You suck, Kayth.
Give me a persuasion check.
Deception check?
Persuasion check?
She's lying again.
She might be lying, but she's trying to persuade her of something. She'll look back at you. The ball's in my court?
he said that he's done everything that he needs to do as a man to impress you at the Sailor's Challenge.
As a man to impress me at the Sailor's Challenge. That's what he said.
Basically, yeah.
What is your plus to deception, by the way? Is it also +5?
Deception is also +5.
Okay, so it would have been the same either way. I see.
Yeah.
I see. That is... Thank you for telling me. I will make my opinion known soon.
He's going to the library now to do some reading before he does more sailor things, so...
Oh, the library. The man is going there to read.
He loves books and research and note-taking.
Yes, I see. Well, you can let him know I will be passing him the ball soon.
He also doesn't have any plans for the Admiral's Feast, by the way.
Oh, he does not, does he?
No.
Oh. Well, like I said, I will be in touch. Thank you for these wonderfully wise words, RaRa.
I do my best.
And she'll start to leave, and then turn around. Oh, and by the way, congratulations on the winning of the Sailor's Challenge. I hope the Champion's Compass will serve you all well.
You donated that, right? Sort of catch up with her.
And she's continuing to walk towards the Mystic Haven. Yes, I did. I have many of oddities and magical items in my shop, and every year I make sure to donate something to the Sailors Contest.
What's the It's magic. What does it do?
Well, isn't that the fun of a magic item? Is to learn through discovery?
Well, no, because I heard that some magic items are cursed, so that wouldn't be fun.
Oh. Well, yes, that happens sometimes. But I can assure you, what I donate is of great quality, and if something is cursed, I will tell people. But I tend to not give cursed items to the Sailor's Challenge, because it's a reward. Now, some of the things in my shop, when you buy them, could be or could not be cursed, but I make sure to inform you beforehand. If you, however, do not want to know, if you do not want to discover what the compass does on your own, you can certainly bring it back to my shop, and I will identify it free of charge. But any other identifiers I will charge you for.
Oh. Well, they're going to award it at the Admiral's Feast. Do you think you could just identify it for us there? When you go with Kayth?
That's not happening.
If I see you at the Admiral's Feast, I'll go ahead and identify it for you. Is there anything else I can help you with, Lady RaRa?
Oh, no. No, I think we've... Bye!
It was a pleasure speaking with you, RaRa, and I hope to see you again.
I'll catch up with everyone else.
She will turn and head inside the shop. The three of you are headed towards the library. Probably noticed that RaRa bugged off. Didn't know what she did, but eventually she will catch back up with you guys as you guys are 20, 30 feet from the steps.
Welcome back, RaRa.
Hey. Be ready to, what are we doing here again?
Light reading.
For what, though?
We're trying to find out about the woman that's trying to kill us.
Shouldn't we have just talked to the guards? Like, they would know, right?
Were you not there right next to me when I asked the guard what they know, and they told us to go to the library?
Yeah, but Fizzi knows the main guy.
I walk into the library.
So, as you guys are making your way towards the steps, you will notice that on the stage, the Tempest minstrels are just finishing a performance. They bow, and one of them will look over and spot you guys as you walk past, and hey, everyone, look! It's the Stormbreakers! And everyone's like, oh, whoa, hey! Why don't the four of you come up and give a bow?
I walk into the library.
The three of you!
Maybe later.
Oh, come on, we're dying up here. What the heck?
Moss.
I guess the
Oh,
Stormbreakers are too busy for us. They have other things to
Fizz will walk
do.
over.
See, that got him over here. And Fizzi starts walking up. What about RaRa and Moss?
no, thank you. Bye.
Okay, Moss, come on.
No, thank you.
I
Bye.
take Moss by the hand and pull her over.
Oh, no.
So all of you but Kayth. Kayth will hurry up and get in the library. The three of you will get up on stage, and the minstrels, round of applause, yeah! And there's like some hero music kind of playing, and go ahead, give them a bow.
I just
Give them a
wave.
curtsy.
I just wave.
Moss,
He's just-
don't you know how to curtsy?
Yeah.
It's easy, just...
Yeah, I know how I said that. I don't wanna do that.
Do you want to bow?
No, I wave.
The three of you will notice near the front-ish, Brother Alric and Dagon as they give a wave and a hello.
I wave again, but this time way more heartfelt.
A heartfelt wave.
Yeah, better.
Thank you so much, Stormbreakers! And people are like, yeah. We really hope that the four of you can live up to that name and show Tapas and the world what you're made of.
Okay, thanks. Bye. And I just start walking away.
You guys will make your way off the stage. Kayth, you went into the library first. Kayth, as you make your way inside, you will notice that... oh my goodness. Pretty positive it's the name I think it is, but I'm gonna double check. That's what I thought, Lydia. As you walk in, you will notice that Lydia is carrying like a stack of books that are like taller than her, but she's carrying the books and she's currently walking over to something. And you'll see her little face peep out and see you. Oh, hey Kayth.
Hello, Lydia.
Hello. Just give me a moment. And she sort of walks.
I'll cast Mage Hand to help her out carry some of the books to wherever she's going.
He's like, thanks. Puts them up on a table and then leaves them there. Whew. Oh. What's going on, Kayth? What can we do for you today?
I pull out my book and I'll show the sketch of the guild house. And do you have any information on this guild? From the guild house, a woman named Melandra Galeweaver. She was kicked out of the guild house a while back. We're working in correlation with the guards to.
Oh.
She may have caused the incident yesterday.
Oh. Yeah, I heard about yesterday. I mean, I've been here in the library all day and all of yesterday, so I haven't really been able to go out and enjoy things. But yeah, I heard that there was a big commotion yesterday. I'm glad to see that you're okay. Are the rest of your friends okay?
Yeah, they're doing all right.
Phew, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. So anyway, you're looking for information on someone. Well, your best bet, first of all, is you're going to need to search through the city records, which I can take you over to the area, and you guys can look through whatever you need. And then you said something about Guild House. Yeah, that'll probably be in the same area. There's academic research books and journals of the mages there and their research. That's a little bit of a different spot, but I again can bring you to there as well, and you could search through either of those. Which would you want to start with?
The city records probably.
Okay, yeah, that seems like a good starting spot. And she'll follow me. She'll bring you over to the area, and it's through a couple of pews. You go through a couple of corridors, and eventually you'll get to an area that opens up like a kind of like a study. And you'll notice that there is like the rows and rows of different books and things. So there's a lot of stuff here. However, it is alphabetized first by department, then by incidents, and by last names. So you'll be able to find everything pretty easily, as long as you know the information you're looking for. And that's about it. If you need anything else, you just let me know. And is the rest of your group coming?
Yes.
Okay. Well, when I see them, I'll let them know where you are.
All right. Thank you for your help.
Okay. Bye.
I'm gonna start in the incidents area because she got kicked out of the guild.
Sure. She's gonna head to the front. Yeah, you can start there. Let's start by just doing some investigation checks. Just give me just a regular investigation check to start us off. The three of you will then go up the stairs and enter into the library, where Lydia is actually just walking up and goes, "Oh, hi guys."
Hi, Lydia.
Hi, Lydia.
Hello. Hi. Kayth already came in. He's over in the
Incident.
civil something. Oh my goodness.
Civil records.
Civil records.
Yeah, we'll call it that. I think there's another word before that. But anyway, he's in the civil records area. I can show you guys over there.
Thank you.
Do you have any plans for the Admiral's Feast tonight?
As you guys are walking towards. No, not really. However, I will be able to make it this year. Seeing as we'll be able to close a little early. But yeah, this will be my first year going, actually.
You're not going with anyone, though?
Oh, no, it's my first time, and I just kind of want to go eat some good food.
You want to? You can come along with us.
Oh, gosh, sort of gets like a little red cheeked. I guess if you're inviting me, yeah, I could go with you guys. Would you just want to like come pick me up, or should I meet you somewhere?
We could meet you. Yeah, let's. Where's it taking place actually?
Oh,
This is also our first time going.
Oh, of course. Well, the Admiral's Feast is so. Well, I actually, again, I haven't been there. I think it's in the Grand Plaza. Usually by the end of the night when I close and see the aftermath, they're cleaning up this really long table. So I think it's just outside in the Grand Plaza.
We could just meet you at the Grand Plaza then.
Oh, yeah, we could just do that.
Like on the steps of the temple just before.
Yeah, like right outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'll wait for you guys there. And here, Kayth's just inside.
Thank you.
DM Fizzi would have left and have already found Kayth.
Okay.
We were walking and
yeah,
talking,
she was.
right?
Yeah, she was bringing you.
Oh, I didn't know she was bringing.
Yeah.
I thought RaRa stopped her.
Correct. Yeah, it was a West Wing sort of situation.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. But yeah, you guys will make it there. You'll see Kayth inside, who is currently going through a bunch of different books and pulling things off the shelves. If you guys need any help, just let me know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you guys will walk in and see Kayth, who is currently collecting some books.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kayth, where should we start looking?
I'm just collecting everything in this area, connecting to Alondra. And then I'm going to go over to the next area and collect a few more books, and then we'll have to dig in.
I could go to the next area and collect a few.
Sure.
I look at the sun out the window. So we're definitely not doing the next challenge then.
I think that this is more important. If you want to go do it, then you can, but I'm more worried about this, which is why I don't really care about pursuing romance as well currently.
He's really trying to work on himself.
No. So
RaRa prestidigitates a rubber ball and starts throwing it against the wall and catching it.
It makes no sound.
No, it's an actual rubber ball. A prestidigitated object.
Isn't it that
No,
you do
No,
one of the
it's-
other thing?
It's an object no less than cubic foot in size. So I can prestidigitate an actual rubber ball and
I'm reading books,
Okay.
bringing books back to the room.
He's bringing books back. Yep.
Ross is
Anybody
going the other direction.
anybody else who is looking for specific books, give me an investigation.
just double check it to be sure. But
Terrible.
It
Very
does
cool.
work actually because I thought it was that you could only create one of the sensory effects at a time. You can create up to 3 of the sensory effects at a time. So you can create physical object and
Well,
make it so it
I
makes
can-
noise
But
And
if it's a physical object, wouldn't it make noise?
Does it matter?
well, because it's not real. But yeah,
It doesn't matter. But minor creation is one of the things. Create a small object that does everything.
mm-hmm.
Trinket that does no damage, and has no monetary worth, but is an actual thing.
I got an 18.
Go ahead and research, detectives.
Me too.
I'm not a detective. I have a +0.
You're fun.
You rolled pretty well. You rolled an 18 because
Yeah.
you're my partner, detective.
Detective. Oh my god. I can't spell, guys. Anyway, let's see. 18. I can't spell. I fucked up. I can't spell. Anyway. Yeah, I meant to say series in the chat, guys. I'm spelling fast and can't spell. So, anyway. So, Kayth, you are finding a good amount of books that should be useful. Moss, you find a good amount of stuff that could be useful. Fizzi. The books are a little too high.
Damn it.
So you just can't quite find anything that'd be useful. But Kayth and Moss, you guys will gather a good amount of books and put them on the table. And it looks like you guys have some stuff to start perusing through.
Are we perusing here?
Yeah, might as well. In case we need to dig deeper, we don't find clues. We gotta go to more niche books.
I start reading the books.
For anybody who is reading, please give me investigation checks.
Oy.
Yeah, can I go find
Holy shit.
people?
You found something right here.
Nice.
We got 10 minutes left.
If you're a baby.
I rolled a 21 investigation check.
Mm.
And I can add a d6 to that if that's not good enough, DM. You just let me know, baby girl.
Oh my god. I should tell you it's not good enough. Alright, good job. Moss with a 13, and Fizzi with a 15.
I'm so happy that my rolls keep matching my passive. That makes me so happy.
But good job, guys. Alright, here we go. The three of you will peruse the books for a while, I would say. You guys probably investigate, I'd say for a good amount of research, this might take like 2 hours. So you guys will hang out here in the library, perusing through things, doing some research. Takes a good amount of portion of the morning here. It'll probably actually be just about to be noon by the time you guys are done. You guys will find a couple of things. And RaRa the entire time is just like...
I go find Lydia eventually.
And just hang out with her.
No, I'm like, hey, do you know anything about this guild that got disbanded?
Lydia will tell you, I don't really know anything about the guild houses and stuff, unfortunately.
How long have you been in town?
Oh, I've been here for quite some time. I mean, I think you'd asked me this before. It's a little over 40 years.
So these guys were disbanded before you came?
Yes. No. I don't know. When were they disbanded?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. Like,
Oh.
you're a resident and I'm not.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't really... Sorry, it's not really the things I search, I guess. I'm sorry. Do I still get to go to the feast with you guys?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. And, so you guys will small talk a little bit. So the three of you will search through the books. And, this is some of the information you will find. 1, the Gale Weaver name, at one point, about 50-ish years ago, so before Lorar actually was a region, Galeweaver was the name of a family, but the family was actually, it was a professor and so 2 professors and their child, and they had been. They're a long line of, or were a long line of mages that continuously studied here on the east coast of Lentumia. But as the years passed, the numbers kept dwindling down, and at that time, there was just the 2 parents and the child. The 2 parents had passed away, and left was just their child. And through some other records, you'll be able to find that Alondra Galeweaver became a professor and researcher herself. She funded a lot of different, was funded on a lot of different projects. Mostly how to harness power and how to create conduits or manifest energy, and also transference. So transmutation and abjuration. Good lord. Transmutation and abjuration was a lot of the stuff that she worked on. But about 20-ish or so years before the restoration, again, before they were even low-RAR, there was an incident where she needed to be escorted and kicked out of the guild house and stripped of her rank and her professor license, her teaching license.
Lost her tenure.
Yes, basically. Because her projects, her research was deemed as dangerous and unfit for the city. Yes. So that's sort of the background you learned. And that there's actually some articles that talk about like an arraignment that she had, and where she protested that one day you'll wish that I had continued my research, and that the family was pretty rich at a time, but as the time went on, she lost a lot of her wealth, but they did own some property here in Tapas, and there's a warehouse that was in their name. You do some cross-reference to the area and the property parcels, and you find that warehouse is currently unowned and not in use.
I think we found something here. Warehouse in their name, not in use anymore. We should check it out.
Aye.
You guys ready to stretch your legs?
Should we finish reading the books we have here, or just leave?
I'm
In your
Good.
guys' expert opinion, you are unsure if you would find any more information.
Yep.
I
I'm
think
bored.
the books are always here. We can come back if we don't find anything at the warehouse. But time might be of the essence because she's trying to do something at this fair.
Short. I'll go find RaRa.
So Fizzi and Kayth, you guys will start putting books away. Fizzi, this is when you realize there's one of those moving ladders, so you're able to put stuff away.
Ooh, nice.
Moss, you'll go find RaRa. RaRa and Lydia are chatting it up at a desk. And you'll hear Lydia say, what did she say? Wait, what kind of drink was it?
I don't know. It was really sweet.
Wow.
Like sugary.
And you said that really cute Marin guy gave it to you?
Don't go messing around with Marin, okay?
I didn't say that I would. I am a very professional scholar of Tapas. Oh, hey, Moss.
Hi. RaRa, we actually think we might have found some things, so we're gonna go look. Are you ready to leave?
Sure, where are we gonna go look?
Oh, you know, out in a boat.
Stupid.
Out in a boat.
We're going to a warehouse. Kayth thinks that it's important.
I was gonna say Kayth must have discovered something.
Yeah, he did.
You
Lydia,
guys did
it's
collectively.
good to see you. We'll see you later.
Oh, okay. I'll meet you guys later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see it tonight. We're gonna go look through someone's junk.
Okay. Bye.
Sounds weird when you say it.
She'll turn and notice that there's a line.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of weird, but
she'll turn and notice that there's a line.
we're sellers.
Turn and notice that there's a line at her desk and go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, and like run over and go to help people. And the four of you will meet back up before leaving the library.
Go to the warehouse, DM.
You guys will leave, head out the front doors of the library, and walk into the large crowds that are in the Grand Plaza. As you are leaving, you will notice that there is the sort of street performances have begun again. So there's, fire throwers and jugglers and all kinds of stuff. And you'll even notice that there is a hot bard out playing his lute as people are gathered around. As you walk through this joyous and roaring crowd, and head off to the warehouse district of Tapas. And that is where we will end tonight's session of Coralthea, Waking Fates.